So if you haven't seen the movie and you plan on seeing the movie, it's best to click off now. I haven't been to no movie theater I think been about 10 years that I actually went to go see a movie. To go to a movie, first of all, and you paying $15 to go watch a movie. All right, okay. All right. You know, you get what you pay for. Right? The movie's supposed to start at 9:20. But nowadays, the movie don't start at 9:20. That's when the previews to other movies start at 9:20. Okay, that's fine. So she said, you made a recommendation. You should get you some popcorn and whatever to drink now. Okay, said that with ease. So I jumps in line, and I look across. I see other lines or whatnot. And, I see the workers back there. They working, but they look like they're in slow motion. All right. So I told a little rep that gave me the option to go get something. I said, honey, is this the weed line? She said, what you mean? I said, is your worker back there hooked on weed or something like that? Because he going too slow. I'm trying not to, go there. All right. So she started laughing or whatnot. And I said, I'm serious. So I saw that line had went down substantially quicker. So I went over to that line. All right. Got to the, front. And I said, well, I just have a little water, just because I'm hot. I done walked all the way from that driveway, whatnot. I'm thick. I'm big. All right. So I'm going to sweat. All right. So I had my preacher rag with me, and I'm deeper and stuff like that. I need a little water. Put some water in my system. So I pulls out this big bottle of water. It was about, this is, it was a little bit bigger than that. It's about like right here. Okay. But it's still one hand carrying size. Okay. I said, baby, how much the water? Ain't no prices up there. And she say, $7. I looked at her, I said, like for real. She say $7. I said, bless your heart. I said, child, you working for the devil. I said, where is water? $7 at. Is some gold in here? The devil is a lie. And whoever approved this is drunk. Had to be drunk. $7. But I was thirsty, y'all. So I went on, got the water. So we sit down to see Oprah Winfrey rendition of The Color Purple. Now, the original Color Purple came out in 1985. The original Color Purple, all right, produced, made by Steven Spielberg. All right, now, the movie, the original Color Purple, was a work of art. That white man did his research. He hired some of the right black folk. I don't know what he did, but that original Color Purple was a work of art. It had pizzazz. It kept your attention. You had all of the emotions ever that a human being can produce exhibited in that movie, that first original movie. You cried, you laughed, you got angry, shoot, you're jealous, all type of characteristics was exhibited in this particular first original Color Purple. Y'all hear me? I mean, let me bring it on home. When they were showing the original Color Purple in movie theaters, you had church folk coming. Tamarines. All right, you had church folk coming and just regular folk coming, get the shouting in the movie, certain scenes in the movie. You had folk get emotional, get upset, and yell out at mister. You a roguish dog and stuff. Outburst in the movie theater with the original Color Purple. All right. It was a work of art. Yeah. Steven Spielberg knew exactly what he was doing when he made The Color Purple. All right. And even to this day, all right, you got new generation. When they see the movie, they even respectful to that movie. They would love that movie when they see it. The original Color Purple, when you watch it, you'll fully understand where I'm coming from when I give my review on this Oprah Winfrey Color Purple. Y'all hear what I said? Now, I didn't know nothing about the Oprah Winfrey Color Purple. I think I saw a clip of a couple of the actors had done got together, and they were, exhibiting how nice it was to make the movie, and they're so excited or whatnot, and they would throw little hints in there that, the singing, just, oh my God, and they pushed it up. Okay, but that's the only thing I heard about it. I ain't know nothing about the texture of the movie, nothing. I ain't heard nobody say, because it just come out today. All right. And matter of fact, I wasn't even set on going, watching the movie on Christmas. Start watching the movie. It didn't take long to notice that this is somewhat like a musical. All right. Of The Color Purple. All right. That's fine. That's fine to a certain extent. But when you start seeing foolishness, even with the format of a musical, then you be like, okay, this bogus stuff. I mean, songs that don't have no life. All right. Songs that ain't sparking out a tear or nothing. It's just some songs wrote and just thrown out there. Sing this, baby. And then they have some of the I'm talking about the song now. They have some of the best artists that can sing their behind off. Not even giving half of the best of their talent. Y'all know Fantasia. That girl is anointed, whatever she sang. And she didn't, in my opinion, she didn't even sing half of her potential of what great job she could do singing in this movie. It was tacky. Matter of fact, Cookie Lines, I think that's what they call. look, Cookie Lines sung better in this movie, if you ask me, as playing the role of Sugar Avery, than Celie, Fantasia. Y'all hear me? It was a mess musically. And then you had other folks saying, Lord have mercy. It was just, those songs did not, I would rather Fantasia was sung one of her original songs than these songs that were brought up in this Oprah Winfrey rendition of Color Purple. Now they had a couple of, I like the dancing and stuff like that. Was nice. Put a little nice little touch to it when they had the railroad workers hitting the with the jack thing. But ain't it like the original, people to be working on, ain't nothing but working on the train. Well, don't you know as the sound of I like that. That's got ain't that wrong with new school, whatnot. But when they come to that, in my opinion, I like the old. That's the sound of a man working on the train. Well, don't you know? I like that. Now, but I know we're in a different season, whatever the case may be. Now, the music was, bland to me. All right. The music in this Oprah thing was bland at best. Like I said, I didn't like it. All right. Now, when it comes down to the acting, it felt like everything was rushed, and then I could even picture certain scenes in here where it looked like somebody reading the script. Now, Lord, forgive me, Jesus. Now, look here. I'm not saying that's what happened. All right. But like I said, child, I don't watch a lot of movies. But it looked like just somebody just reading off the script from certain scenes. The acting was horrible, in my opinion. Horrible. And people always say, well, you can't compare this new to the old. That's how they set it up. It seemed like in this particular, because they grabbing bits of scenes from the original and they're acting it out Broadway style. That's what I got the impression of, is that they're acting these things out Broadway style or whatever. It's not in movie form, it's musical. First of all, it belongs on the stage, not on the... Anyway, y'all. But the acting was a hot mess to me. I didn't like it. It was a hot mess, especially lined up to the old, original 1985 version of The Color Purple. Okay, I didn't like it. And even if you do not compare the new to the old, it still was tacky to me as far as the acting. You know, it wasn't... Let me give you an example. Well, y'all remember in the old one where Celie finna shade Mister. There was a part leading up to that. All right. Yes, Lord. Where's Celie at? Oh, Celie finna shade Mister. And Sugar Avery thinking, with all she knows, that Mister done did to that girl. She got to run into that house, all right, because she know and understood what shave mean. Because shave ain't just shave. And she understand that out of the mouths of babes, the heart speaks. Y'all hear what I said? A child told Sugar Avery that or whatnot, and she got to thinking, hold on, child ain't gonna lie or whatnot. They gonna put exclamation where it needs to be put. Naturally. So Sugar Avery ran over there because she know Celie about finna off Mister. And when she got there, she grabbed her right at the right time. Now, in this new thing, all right, she's sitting up there. Mister had done just slapped Celie in the house while, cause a new letter came in from Nettie, and it pretty much said that Celie had done found out that she was, writing letters to her, and so Celie wrote a letter back, all right, to Nettie. Nettie sent a letter back to Celie, and Mister encountered it and noticed, okay, hold up, how she know? And, and then so from that point on, he yelled at her, came in there, and I told you to leave that mailbox alone, and slapped her. Slapped her on the floor. All right. And then cut to the scene. He didn't even say shave me. Cut to the scene. She's standing there, finna shave him. Comes up with the thing, and just as Sugar Avery pulling up in a car now, he moves out the way real quick after she done put the shaver on his neck. Now, it was just that simple. Wasn't no boldness in it, not no wow factor, anything. It was just tacky. Just the placement of certain things was just totally off. It didn't wow nobody. I mean, it was just a movie that you sit there and watch. That didn't have no life, no feeling, no nothing. So, in my opinion, now, the singing was off. The acting was off. All right. The placement of certain scenes was off. There was no wow factor. It was no definition. It was no character. even if you took the movie that Oprah Winfrey did and put it where it's supposed to be, in my opinion, which is on a stage, maybe it'll be a little bit better, because you expect certain things from a stage standpoint that you don't expect from a movie standpoint, okay? But it was, from the movie standpoint, this was horrible. Them folk walked out that movie. First of all, when you're sitting in there and they were watching it, it wasn't like, original. Everybody was crying out, doing certain things, shouting, tambourine, whatnot, yelling, burst out and whatnot, and happiness and joy, or whatever the case may be. People were tired after they watched the old movie in the movie theater. This one right here, folk were sleeping. They were like this. And look, the movie theater wasn't made up of just old people. It was a mixture of diverse people in that movie theater. All right, it was mostly black. Don't get me wrong. It was mostly black in there. All right. But for the most part, it was a diverse array. You had young, old, mid. You had rich, poor, all type of people. I looked around. I'm nosy. And I looked in there, and everybody had the same reaction. They was either disgusted afterwards or whatnot. They didn't say nothing. They were just ready to go home. First of all, it's 12 o'clock in the morning. When the movie let out. 12 something to be exact. All right. So you done bored us for 2 hours and some change. All right. Done took all the money with these $7 bottles of water or whatnot in this particular movie theater or whatnot. And some people say all movie theaters like that. It's expensive. I ain't going back. People always talk about bootleg. I'd rather watch bootleg than experience that. And then you pay $7, whatnot, then you get in the movie thing, you see dirt everywhere. Dirt everywhere. And we were a little close to Atlanta, probably stinking in there too, but, well, let's move on. Have mercy. But I just wanted to get my review on this. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. And that just leads me to say some things that has stood the test of time is not meant to be refurbished. They're not meant to be done again. Oprah Winfrey, you should have left The Color Purple alone. Should have left it alone. Yeah, you should have left it alone. Because that was a hot mess.
Oh, boy.